Hey guys, this is Clay, and welcome back to the 2011 Collective. And tonight, boys, we are down here at the desktop. We have got a product review for you. This is the KustomWorx LLC Grip Kit that Scott and his team are going to be offering as a standalone purchase outside of his normal 2011 builds. And if you guys may or may not know that there's really only a handful of companies that actually manufacture these guys. And Scott was like, hey, I can manufacture all of my own parts and I want to bring something to the market that has got some additional features that some of the other grip offerings or grip kits do not offer. And we'll step you through all of those features, and then we'll kind of talk about what you get in the kit, and then we'll kind of wrap up on our final thoughts and get you on your way. So let's jump into how I got this to the channel, right? So as part of my Vulcan review, I was telling Scott, I was like, hey man, I was like, I really love the new, semi-aggressive texture. I was like, but I want more. I want bite your skin off texture, like chili aggressive texture or MPA aggressive texture on these grips, right? And so Scott said, hey man, he was like, we hear you. We've got some cool stuff in the works. He was like, whenever I get everything buttoned up, I want to get you a new grip out for you to test out on your channel and do a review on. And I was like, thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. So of course this is coming. So this is actually finished for me because I'm putting this on my Vulcan. So, these grip kits are actually going to come unfinished as a disclaimer. So I just want to put that out there so you know what you're getting. But what's really cool about this grip, of course, is you get your cool little double undercut, or as he calls it, a double drop kind of trigger guard pattern here. But you can select from 3 different grip textures, so you can get what is on. This is his Defender model, but this is the comfort grip, as he would call it. It's kind of that diamond pattern grip, if you will. He has the semi-aggressive pattern, which is, he's calling it his hex. This is what was on my old Vulcan build, and this is, once again, this is plenty bitey for your moderate use kind of user, if you will. Really love this design. It's really kind of unique. I really dig it. Anyways, teach their own on the aesthetics though. But as far as texture goes, the semi-aggressive is just fine for your kind of your moderate use. And then this guy, boys, whoo, this is what I was waiting for. Sorry, I'm dealing with a bum wheel here. Got a bum shoulder, but this is his new plus pattern on this guy. And boys, this stuff is what I was saying. This is bite you back. He's kind of got the pattern separated a little bit to allow your skin to kind of sink in between those patterns there. And I really, really love, this is exactly what I was wanting as part of my feedback, and Scott delivered, boys. This is what I keep driving to. When you can manufacture your own parts and you can control that piece. Listen, that video was just like, what, a month ago or so? I mean, and he's already been working on the feedback on that. So I mean, that just shows you how quickly they can turn that on and turn that off, right? So really, really happy to see that Scott is actually listening and leveling up these guns, man. It is really, really cool. So with that being said, man, like, he's got you covered in all the different facets of the grip texture. But what's also really cool that Scott did is, you see this little, you can see it right there. You see that little relief cut? There's only 2 other companies that I know that does that, and that is Masterpiece Arms and Hayes Customs. That is what you get when you that relief cut is for when you get mag binding. So you can put a magazine on a different, an angle, and it auto aligns the magazine for your reloads, right? Because if you're used to dealing with an all metal 2011, you will know that if you don't hit your reload right on one of these metal grips, your magazine will get stuck up, and you got to readjust it and slap her back in there the right way. He's taking care of you. So we've got an upgraded feature here on that one too, that you're only getting on buying just those guns themselves, because he's offering it on his standalone grip here. So that is really cool and unique outside of everybody else's that they're bringing to the table. And of course, this is what I showed you on my short yesterday. Sorry, I got to pull my arm up. I busted my shoulder. So this is the brand new 1-piece mainspring housing and you can kind of see that pin does not comes in from the side, it doesn't come in from the back anymore. So that is kind of a unique departure. And then of course you get your integrated magwell as a part of this piece. This is really cool. And why that is because it solves some problems, right? Because a lot of times you'll get, let me show you, on the old design, you see that little tongue right there that sticks out, and that sits and seats into your magwell. And then of course when you push, your grip on and you sting your pin through and it retains it, sometimes you'll get some gaps in the back, or sometimes you'll get a big gap in the front, just kind of depending the design of the magwell. But Scott was like, hey, how do I fix all that? So what you get, you can see here, he milled out that whole ledge that the grip actually will sit on, right? So once again, I'm dealing with a bum arm here, y'all, so just deal with me for just a second. I get this reseated back in here. But what it does is it creates this really seamless kind of setup here that seats down on here on the magwell and really buttons everything up and just kind of makes it, I don't know, just kind of dresses it up. And the other cool part about it, sometimes you'll get a little bit of a gap back here between the beaver tail and the mainspring, and that buttons everything up here too as well. There's no play, no slop. Really cool little innovative thing that Scott and his team, just added as another touch, man. Really digging the setup right here. So that is neat. Moving on to, you get a drilled and tapped magazine release button. And so, like I said, you can put the extended mag release button on here, screw those on if you want as an option. You get the your beaver tail or your pin grip safety. So this is non-functional. Of course, you get your pin. And what's cool about Scott that I would like to call out of what you get additional in this kit that you wouldn't get in other kind of offerings is you get your grip screws and your bushings and your front trigger guard screw, and then you also get Scott's one-piece trigger, which is nice because what's great about that is that this trigger bow and this grip module are designed for each other. So there is no fitting involved. This is all drop in. So there is no sanding, no fitting. Everything is just, you put all this together and you slap it on your gun and you are good to go. And as another feature, you also get the mainspring retainer, a 15-pound mainspring, and the mainspring cap included in this kit. So you get all this hardware. This is all stuff either you have to transfer this over from your gun, your other, this mainspring hardware over from your previous grip module to this one. It's already provided for you here in this grip, and you're getting a trigger and a magwell. I went and did the math on what this kit costs. So this kit, just for pricing wise, is $695. So it is not cheap, but what you get a part of the grip, you're getting basically a $70 value or $75 value in that, because these triggers are like $60. The magwells typically run you about 80. I think the hardware is about $25. What else do you get? And the mainspring, all the mainspring hardware is probably another, I don't know, $5 or $10. So it's, you're easily getting $75 of value of buying this kit. So basically you're getting a free trigger. Just look at it that way. So as a comparison, if you go out and buy a Chile, which is, I think they're around $5.95, you still got to buy the magwell, you still got to buy a trigger or fit your own trigger to it. So there's some things here. This kit is a one-stop shop for everything that you would need to be able to button this thing up on your gun. So really impressed with what they're bringing to the market, man. Really impressed with the new pattern, the new designs, the new mag alignment technology, man. Really digging all of the stuff that Scott and his team are thinking about and kind of putting out there. And I'm really excited to share this one to you. So to me, boys, I've checked fitment on, let's see, I checked fitment on my Prodigy 5-inch last night, and I checked fitment on my Staccato P, and I'm happy to report that this grip module bolts up to those two frames just fine. So if it'll fit on those two, it'll fit up on pretty much any other 2011 frame, standard 2011 frame, barring it's not out of spec or something. So you might have a little bit of, grip to frame issues depending on how your frame is right there and how it was manufactured. But once again, I am happy to report that it is good to go on fitment on those two models, which is what a lot of people like to upgrade to. So yeah, just really impressed with the entire grip kit. And once again, boys, if you want to buy one of these guys, KustomWorx LLC, he's got a website, he has got a Facebook page that he posts some pictures out. But if you want to buy one of these things, he does not have a storefront at the moment, because he's kind of like taking these in on order. So like I said, if whatever type of texture you want, he'll be able to provide that for you. And they're kind of like, or the other part too that I forgot is that if you want a whatever type you want, a short, you want a medium, or a long, he also will allow you to spec out what type of trigger you want as well. I forgot to mention that as part of the review. But yeah, man, just really happy with the entire package here. I think it's a really great feature-rich, value-rich option if you're looking to upgrade one of your 2011s, y'all. So that's it for the review, man. This thing comes highly recommended for me. So if you're interested, reach out to Scott. He'll be happy to take care of you. And outside of that, boys, I've got my update for the channel, right? So I'm so bummed, man. I busted my tail Friday night coming out in the snow, and I hurt my shoulder. So hopefully I haven't done any structural damage to it, but I'm having a hard time lifting my arm up over my head. So shooting this weekend to finish up my Defender review was what I was trying to do, and I wasn't able to get that done. So I do apologize, because I wanted to get this gun back to Scott before SHOT Show. And speaking of SHOT Show, we are leaving. We will get there on Sunday, me and the missus, and we are super excited. So if you guys are interested in anything that you want me to check out, man, I've got some stuff that is on my list that, I saw Bull Armory just dropped the new TAC Comp. I know that there are the new Staccato lineup with the HD, with the P4 and the P45. I'm really excited to be able to get my hands on that. So if there's anything that you want me to check out that I can do a video on while I'm at SHOT Show, please post that down in the comments. I'll be happy to share that with you guys. And because there is a lot of different booths. This is my first year going. I was on the app and I was like, oh wow, this is overwhelming. So if you can help me focus in on the things that you want to see, I will be happy to bring that to you and report the news as I get to those booths over the next few days, man. So appreciate y'all, and we will catch you again on the next one. Cheers.